In the context of its use in the theoretical sciences, what does the phrase settled science imply? Well, it implies, of course, that the question, if there's any question at all about what's going on, has been settled. The question is, has it really been settled, number one, and number two, how has it been settled? Who settled it? There are certain pretty well settled things, I guess, in theoretical science. Gravity. We know we quantized it, or we didn't, Isaac Newton did. But we still don't know exactly how one body reaches out and grabs a hold of another body and pulls it toward it. So there is settled and there's partially unsettled science. I think the bad part of that phrase, settled science or settled issues, is that it's used kind of as an excuse at times to try to, sort of as a bludgeon, to keep anybody who questions the conclusions of the power structure, who has deemed the question to be settled. If somebody raises a question and says, no, it's not really settled, oh, well, you're stupid, or you shouldn't be qualified to answer or ask the question. Are some of the really big issues less settled than commonly claimed? Yeah, I think that's obvious, really, when you stop to think about the controversy that's going on in science these days, especially astrophysics. The idea of the Big Bang. Who was it? I think it was a favorite photographer of mine who said something about asking people whether, how did the universe begin? And the answer was the Big Bang. That's the right answer. And then the second question came along, and the questioner asked, do you believe that that was the way the universe began? And more than half the people said no. They said it had been settled, that was the answer, but did they believe it? No. So there are certainly a number of, certainly I don't think you can get a bigger question than that one, more basic at least. But there's all sorts of questions about how does the sun operate? Is the sun a continuous fusion, nuclear fusion reaction, converting continuously hydrogen into helium and some energy and some neutrinos and so on? If you talk to the scientists who are supposedly the big guns in that area, who've studied it and who make prognostications and pontifications about that science, yes, it's been settled, and that is absolutely what it is. Any one of these NASA programs that comes on talking about nuclear fusion, literally within the first sentence, the narrator always says, we're going to talk about nuclear fusion, comma, the way the sun generates its power. And that's always just parenthetically stuck in there as a sort of this is the way it's been settled. And I think it's very clear to a lot of people that we have never, after 60 years of pouring billions of dollars into fusion research, we've never come up with a continuous fusion model here on Earth, and we have really, really tried.